What's up, dudes and dudettes? My name's Scythe, and we're back here with another Trove patch notes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've got another patch going on this week, and this one's actually a pretty cool one, if I do say so myself. Now, before we start the episode, of course, you can notice that we are in a blue Kigurumi costume. I gotta give a big shout out to Clichés for this idea of having multiple colors for the Kigurumi. This is not in the game yet. I am still working out the kinks because this blue suit works pretty cool, but I'm still working on a red suit, and well, it's coming. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. Now, anyway, because this is a patch notes, and it's all really cool and stuff like that, I would appreciate if you would Hadouken the like button just yourself, not necessarily for a giveaway or anything like that. Also, if you see yourself in the video, although you can't see anybody amongst the swamp of names going on right now. But anyway, let's just get started right here. MOONWING Dragon. It is a new month, ladies and gentlemen, which means that there is a new dragon in the game, which, as far as I know, I don't think I have any souls for him. There's one of them. Dragon Ride has the cardboard cookie cutout version, which is actually the most beautiful cardboard cookie cutout dragon I've ever seen, instead of having the goofy cardboard cookie cutout wings. Cardboard cookie cutout. But anyway, it's a butterfly dragon, and you can actually find that dragon right now on the PTS server. To get on the PTS server, you have to have a class in this game, like in the main Trove, that is XP level 20, and then you can just go to the PTS. But for those that cannot, we are not on PTS right now. Last week's patch video, I did show off the maxed out dragon, so he's gonna be pretty easy for everybody to get because dragon souls are a lot easier to come by now. So anyway, same as always, if you're just tuning in, you gotta go every hour in real life. There is a dragon challenge going on, and you can go into dungeons, kill a million enemies and stuff, depending on what it tells you to do, and bonus classes and stuff like that. You end up getting dragon caches. You open those up for dragon souls, you consume them, and then you can get, where is my mouse? There it is. Jeez. And then you can get various badges down here. Now, they move these around a lot. Normally, for the longest time, all of the, like these, the skill player ability unlocks, were always at 100 souls. Now they swapped it around, so the aura and skills that you are going to get as a temporary buff are at 75 souls, and the maxed out dragon that shoots fireballs is at 100. The flying dragon, of course, is at 50. Now, this is actually really cool. I like the balance that they did with this one. I think that this works out a lot better, especially with the numbers too, because normally they had like the last one, where was it? It's like 50 dragon souls suddenly jumped up to 90 and then 100, you know? So very, very cool. I think that hopefully they're going to be doing this from now on. Chaos Week. Each Chaos Factor grants you 2 Chaos chests for this week only. Now, you can go into your stats right here. Chaos Factor 2, that's all I have. And 2 Chaos Factor means that right now we're going to be getting 4 Chaos chests a day for this week. So somebody that has 5 Chaos Factor is going to get 10 Chaos chests, and etc, etc. You can now view your Chaos chest from the stats. Squeakers, the flying mount, is also back in the Chaos chest. So I myself am hoping that I can get up to 100 Chaos chests this week, so I can have another 100 Chaos chest video open video thing, because I want myself some squeakers. I have not gotten that guy. Santa Barbarian costume is also in the Chaos chest this week. Chaos chests now have eyes at a more common rate and are likely to result in more eyes as an uncommon drop. Alright, Adventure Week. Now, this is also the other thing that's exciting, like the dragon, is for this week only, let me dance with everybody. For this week only, there is every single adventure box in the game, except for the Manta Ray one that was just on before this patch hit. They are all dropping ×3 from normal enemies all over the place. So even right now, like Peter was already saying how he ended up getting, like you can see, like there's the Phoenix mounts and the Balefire Phoenix and stuff like that. There's gonna be a big explosion in old mounts, which is very, very cool. I wish that it would stay like this all the time, so all the adventure mounts would always be available, but it is only for this week. Summer's end. Summer is coming to a close, and because of that, it means that in the goods store, you're going to be able to get the summer pinatas for like 50% off before they roll in what are they rolling in next? They don't even say which ones. I guess it would be the autumn pinatas. It would just make sense, right? Which means that Halloween event is coming soon, so that means lots of people are going to be able to start crafting some of those special Halloween items. Patron Pass now grants 4 Chaos Factor bonus, up from 2. Patrons right over here. It is extremely expensive and a ripoff, but lots of people... Why does this say 3,000 instead of saying, like, it's 50 bucks or something? Oh, it's tradable. Well, anyway, I personally don't support the patrons, so if you're the type that actually goes for it, then there you go, you're gonna end up getting more Chaos Factor. Shadow Towers. Killing Shadow Titans now spawns chests that can drop rare items and trophies. So that is going to be trophies of the bosses themselves. And I'm surprised that they didn't actually mention this. There are supposed to be some very rare mounts and allies from Titan bosses now, including some of them are going to be mounts, or maybe it's an ally of the Titan boss itself. I know that there is the Spiked boss has a little ally guy who's very cute and adorable. And then the other two... the other 2 bosses, I think, can drop a weird worm mount, and I'm not exactly sure what they are, but keep hunting, ladies and gentlemen. So, Shadow Caches now reward additional amounts of eyes while you're fighting them, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much everything that gave eyes is giving more eyes now, because for some reason, I guess the devs got the idea that eyes were less common, even though Flux is the problem, which, I mean, I know they're trying to bring Flux down as far as... like trying to refix the economy and stuff like that, but if you want to refix the economy, but bottom line is fix pentas, because otherwise, like, radiant souls are radiant weapons are just too much to craft, seriously. Leaderboards now show the same rank for players with identical times. This is actually really cool. We don't even need to go up here, so I don't know what I'm doing. So you can see, like, these guys are rank level 3, and what that means is that there's going to be more slots. No, there isn't. Okay, I thought it was gonna mean that there was gonna be extra slots all the way up to 100, but apparently not. It just has the same rank for the same people and is going to be just that much more confusing. So, alright. Trading! Here's another thing too that is going to fix all the trading scams that have been going on, ladies and gentlemen, as there is a 2-part system now. So now when you go into trade, well, I'm not gonna really do that right now, but anyway, when you go into trade, normally you just both click accept and people could, like, back out last minute and, like, cheat you out of your items or swap out the item last minute and then make you press accept, and there was lots of scams going on. So now it's pretty much like World of Warcraft and any other MMO, where both players have to lock in their trade and then click accept. So it means that trading is going to be a lot slower, but it's still cool because now there is not going to be as much scamming going on with the trading. Miscellaneous. Added show player location option in the miscellaneous settings. This will put coordinates up on the top of your screen next to your compass, which I guess is okay. Personally, I find it absolutely pointless because we're not talking about Minecraft or something. We're talking about a game where you can open your map and see where everybody is visually, and you can join your friends anyway. Oh, goodness, pardon me. So, pointless feature, but maybe some people will use it, I don't know. Enemies spawned by the clone affix no longer get affixes themselves. This prevents invaders from spawning more and more clones. It means that when an enemy has the clone itself ability, the clone themselves are not going to have chances for any other abilities, because normally what would end up happening is you could get a clone, would spawn a clone, would spawn a clone, would spawn a clone. Most of all, though, they're talking about the invaders, that is the aliens that I always call them, those gigantic dark knights that show up out of nowhere and ruin everything in U6 and nobody can fight them. So most of all, I think this is going to fix Shadow Towers, because otherwise, when you would roll a Shadow Arena that would have, like, spawning clones of enemies and stuff like that, you would pretty much just get a guaranteed wipe. Like, it was ridiculous. So anyway, they also reduced the lifespan of clones from 60 seconds to 30 seconds. Very cool. Fixed a bug where consuming an item in your inventory that is split into 2 would consume both of those at the same time. So that was a little trick that Nintendojo figured out, where you could actually take a stack of, let's just say, 100 adventure chests. You could split it into 50 and 50 adventure chests, and as you're opening one of them, it's opening the second category at the same time. You were still getting all the drops and everything just fine, no problem. So I'm not sure why they fixed that, other than I guess it just feels like it's better. you know? But otherwise, it was actually extremely handy because you could open up chests twice as fast, 3 times as fast, 4 times as fast. So I kind of liked it, but I guess it was very, very buggy, right? There is also /ZZZ is now even ZZZier. I guess that means the sleep effect looks maybe more sleepy rather than just going, Ugh. I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure, I can't test it because the chat is off. Epic Pose now hides player names. Cool, but I still would very much prefer if F7 that hides the HUD would also hide player names, because then I could get normal screenshots, because I don't really use Epic Pose because there's so many people on me anyway that it just, you know, it's useless for me. Lots of other people I think are going to very much appreciate that though. That is still a very cool feature, but it means that they can do it, so devs, I want to see the ability to turn off names with a simple command or something like that. Crafting windows now update status after crafting to correctly show recipes based on skill level and or available resources. No clue what that means. I'm not even gonna try to translate that. Combat numbers are now on by default. You can turn them off through your miscellaneous. I always leave them off because it's just more clutter for the screen. But that is myself personally. I know lots of other people play with it on. Players with the Lunar Lancer will now unlock his starter weapon, because I guess it was bugged out and you weren't actually unlocking it as soon as you got the class. Hey everybody! Look at how patient everybody is. They're all just hanging out until, well, yeah. Oh look, there's the helmet that you get right there. That's the one from the Butterfly Arsenal, or censored, I guess I should say, because the game censors that out, doesn't it? Added to the settings option to invert camera with controller, which the controller support in general is absolutely horrible anyways, so it honestly doesn't really matter. Then they also fixed a bug where enemy health bars would sometimes appear blue. Most of the time this was with summoned enemies and stuff. Look at these guys. Everybody else is leaving because I'm just kind of wandering around in circles, but everybody else is kind of hanging out, so hi! Then there's player creations and styles. They added some new masks. They added the appearance for one of the radiant bows was actually a copy and paste of another bow. So they actually fixed it by having it have like an appropriate style to it now. Also a couple fixes for Mac users now too. So I guess hashtag confirm Mac is real. The Trove Store account management button now directs your browser to account management on Mac. Fixed Shadow Tower leaderboards sometimes not populating on Mac. Command Tab controls now minimizes Trove when full screen to give you access to the desktop. Disabled fallback to software rendering for Mac clients using features unsupported by the current graphic hardware or driver, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, that's it for the patch video, ladies and gentlemen. I actually am in quite a rush because I have to edit, render, and upload this like right now because seriously, I woke up like so late. You can probably hear it in my voice, and I gotta get some food anyway. But hey, either way, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. There are links in the description to almost everything, including the patch notes video, patch notes themselves if you want to just read through them rather than watching through the whole video, you know. But hey, watching through the video helps me out and supports me and stuff. But anyway, if you did enjoy the video, I would very much appreciate if you would Hadouken the like button, like, share, favorite, and subscribe to join Team Pixel. Sign on, stay epic, everybody. Believe in yourself.